Thank you, Andrew. Let's bring in Scott Kirby, CEO of United Airlines. Scott, you guys just announced a new investment fund, a sustainable aviation-oriented investment fund. United, along with 5 other corporate partners, will be collectively putting in $100 million to target startups that are developing sustainable aviation fuel as well as technologies to help advance the use of SAF. How quickly can you put that money to work, and do you expect to see other companies ultimately join the fund as well?
Yeah, we do. And, you know, what's exciting about this is unique. I think it's a first of its kind because we're not just buying sustainable aviation fuel. We're really investing in the technology, the R&D, the companies that are trying to build this industry, because this industry really doesn't exist today. And to me, this is like going back to wind or solar 30 years ago when it was uneconomic and it was tiny. And today, it's obviously a huge part of the electric grid. And so doing the same thing with SAF is what this is about, and it's about building an industry from scratch. One of the great things, the Inflation Reduction Act actually made hundreds of potential projects, you know, feasible that weren't feasible before. And so getting a partnership of companies and customers that are going to invest in the future instead of just investing, you know, in the short term is really important and a significant milestone, I think.
Scott, you and I have talked about this before. This is a chicken and egg question because you've got SAF that you and other airlines want to use, but it's not available and it's not economical right now. It's, 2 to 4 times more expensive than jet fuel, depending on the price of jet fuel at the time. How quickly does that equation change, in your opinion? Are we talking 5 years, 10 years?
Well, this is all about trying to change the supply and change the economics. And, you know, I think we'll be on a curve that we still need to invest in the technology, the R&D, commercialize it. It's really scaling the industry. We know we know the science, at least, and the chemistry, but scaling it up. And, you know, we will hit an inflection point at some, you know, in a few years where, just like happened with wind and solar, the costs start to come down and be competitive with oil-based jet fuel, and then you'll see a skyrocketing increase. But right now, we're still in the infancy phase. And that's what this fund is about investing in the future and building the industry, because the industry doesn't really exist, except it's a tiny fraction of what it needs to be today. And this is about investing in building the industry from scratch.
Scott, let's switch gears. I want to ask you about the announcement you made yesterday that you will now be working with customers when they are booking seats to have people who are flying with children under 12 seated together, and they will no longer have to pay in order to have a child under 12 seated with them. A lot of this, many people say, is simply a reaction to the airline industry being called out during the State of the Union speech by the president when he was forceful and he said, look, this is ridiculous. There shouldn't have to be a fee for parents to sit with their kids. Is that a fair thing to say, that it was in reaction to the State of the Union?
Well, we've been working on this for a long time, and the reality is that what we did prior to this announcement is within 24 hours, we got over 90% of the families seated together. But it still created stress and uncertainty. As a father of 7, I understand this and have sat away from our kids on many flights. And what we're doing now is just letting customers that have a child 12 or under pick up even a preferred seat, where they would have had to pay something. And so it's going to, we hope, we believe, take a lot of the stress out of the upfront process. So you book your ticket, you know you have a seat, instead of having to wait to get to the airport and cross your fingers and hope that you can get a seat. So we have been, you know, we've been working on iterations of this for a long time, and we've been working with the Department of Transportation. So what was in the State of the Union wasn't new to us, because we've, you know, heard it not just from the Department of Transportation, but from consumer groups, from our customers, you know, from people on the Hill, and we knew this was a direction that we wanted to head. And so we, you know, obviously this technology has been in development for a while to be able to be announced today.